Drop the roof and let the smoke clear. I got diamonds doing tussie slides in both ears. Dice rolling on the Las Vegas strip tonight. Slip that on and we might miss the fight.
Hello, and welcome back to my channel. It's Leah here. Nice to see you back here with another story time that is kind of insane. Like, this is more of a recent story, not recent as in last month, last week. No. So, this story is when I went out to a day party by myself and a man tried to kidnap me. Some of you might be asking, Jay, why on earth would you go to a party alone? I was just going through a phase where I just didn't feel confident unless I was with people. And that's not a thing of, oh, because they look a certain way or they act a certain way. I just felt like I couldn't be myself unless I had people around me. This was like a trial and error type situation, okay? Forgive. I was like, do you know what? I want to challenge myself to go somewhere that involves a lot of people being around, trying to navigate that area and not feel like I am anxious. I won't lie to you. Girl wasn't always so confident, so comfortable, so happy. I wasn't always this way, and I'm happy to be this way now. Of course I am. But it takes a lot to get here. Hence why I'm here to share my journey, my story, everything. I had social anxiety. So that meant that if I was around a lot of people, I would feel really anxious and feel like I need to leave. Some people out there can relate to this emotion that you have. I don't want my anxiety to rule me. So that is why I went to this party alone. Went online, I just found a random event and I came across this day party. If I can find the exact one, I will pull up the page and show you guys. But I found this day party, it looked lit. I checked out their Instagram and it just looked really legit and good. So I was like, you know what? Let me buy a ticket and go. I did this on the same day as the event. So that meant I didn't have a choice but to go. I'm all hyping myself up. I'm like, ooh, what to wear, I don't know what to wear. I feel like this event specifically had a theme, so I had to dress in that theme. So I just remember getting ready, looking cute, and just feeling myself, just looking real cute, real classy, real mysterious. I was that girl. I get there 2 hours after it started because I'm not trying to be the first person in the room. And when I get there, you have to take off your coat and give it to the cloakroom. They was like handing out free lollies or something strange like that. In a hotel, and it's on the top floor because it was a rooftop party. It was really pretty, like a perfect place to go and take pictures if you was a creator. So I go in, I see girls like staring at me, and like I said, I've got anxiety, but I was confident as a person. So when girls were looking at me, I was just like, and I look nice, thank you. It was mediumly full. It wasn't a load of people, but it wasn't like empty. I just remember going straight to the bar, ordered myself a drink, but like I didn't really understand the menu because there wasn't really a menu. You just went and told them what you wanted. So I asked for a cocktail and he was like, nope, sorry, we don't do that here. I was like, damn, okay, I'm gonna think about it. Come back to me. As I'm thinking about it, I'm pre-ing the room and I'm seeing guys looking at me. And I'm just like, sis, we need to get going. Like, we need to be doing something right now because they're clocking you. Like, and we don't need that right now. Just arrived and people were already onto me. So, pull the man back. I believe I got a Disaronno and cranberry juice. And as I was about to pay, this extremely tall guy came up to me and he was wearing some kind of suit attire. I remember there was like, you know, those handkerchief thingies. He had one of those in his pocket and he might have had like chino trousers. He dressed okay and he was wearing glasses. It was still lightish, but not light enough to be wearing glasses. So I was just looking at him like, okay, why are you wearing glasses in a party? Like, this guy now approaches me and he's just like to me, oh, I saw you from afar. I just had to say something to you. I was just like, here we mother and go with the B S. Like, I hate when a guy runs the same rhythm. Like, DJ, please change this song. Same dead lines. Like, I am not with it. I'm not with it. Like, yeah, I saw you from far and I just had to say something to you because you look good. I'm like, thank you. I know I look good. Thank you. He was like, oh, I would ask you if you want a drink, but I can see you're already getting one. Why are we stating the obvious? I know that. Like, talk to me properly, guy. Like, what is this? I'm just like, haha. Yeah, should have came quicker then. Proceeds to ask the bartender to come, and he was like, oh, what do you want? I was like, I have a drink. I'm not carrying two and rushing to drink one to get onto the other. Like, I don't know who he thought I was. He ordered something, feel like it was a Ray and pineapple. And then he's like, oh, can we like go over to the side and talk? And I was like, okay, like, you're not doing the most, you're just being a bit odd. So I was like, okay. So I took my drink, he took his drink, and we went over to the side where the big window was. It was reserved chairs and tables there. So when we approached, I actually told him this is a reserved area. He's like, well, they're not here yet, so at least we can sit and talk until they're here. So I was like, okay, it makes sense. Like, can't argue with you, can I, innit? We go and sit in the reserved people them area. I'm sitting like facing straight ahead so I can see the whole room. He's sitting so that he's at the side but facing me. He starts asking me about myself and my age and all that stuff and what I do for a living, and he was just like, are you an influencer? I was just like, no, I'm not. I was like, is this a place for influencers or something for you to think I'm an influencer? It's like, oh no, like, you know, just how you carry yourself and how you look, you just look like you would be one. I didn't take any offense to that, but I was just like, nope, not one of those. I'm not. I'm just a pretty girl. And he's like, oh, fair enough, fair enough. He starts to talk to me about his life. Told me he was a doctor. Asked him what kind of stuff he does, and he just went into a whole shebang of delivering babies in the car parking lot or something weird. I don't know. It just wasn't making sense. And he said that his dad also works in that field and it's just family thing. I don't know. He was just not making much sense to me. And when I asked him a lot of questions, he was just like, oh, you'll see, you'll see. I was like, see what? Like, see what? I asked you for doctor and you do. Like, he's telling me I'll see or something. Weird. We're still talking hee hee ha ha in. And like, I think we got on the topic of me being short and him being hella tall. He tried to like come for my size. And I was just like, I ain't got time to be told by you tall people that I'm short. Like, I don't care. Do you see me out here crying that I'm short? Like, oh God, why am I short? God, why have you made me short? I'm a short girl, but my husband will be tall. What's the problem? He's, yeah, coming for my size because you can't come for nothing else, innit? I just started cussing him about his glasses inside. It's like, I don't know who you're trying to be mysterious for. It's not working. So we're back and forth, hee hee ha ha, banter. Eventually, I see these people coming up. I'm just like, I think this is their table and we're in their seats, so we need to get up. He's like, oh yeah, let's get up then. But I'm saying that to like leave him. I wasn't trying to stay with him. I wasn't trying to have my night with him. Like, I don't understand why he was trying to claim you straight away, just like that from the bar. I was just like, you haven't even allowed me to say hello to anybody else, even though I wasn't there for a man, just there to completely demolish my anxieties. Yeah, I just was irritated that when I chose to get up, we got up and he was getting up with me and walking away with me. And he was like, oh yeah, he's here with his friend. Why don't we just like go up to his friend? I'm like, okay. As I've said, okay, he's like, oh yeah, my friend's the one that pointed you out, by the way. He said, yeah, that girl, you have to talk to her. What is this? Is this bring it on? What is this? Like, you got served? What kind of talk is this? His friend's alright. He's like chubby Asian guy. And he too had glasses on, but they were tinted glasses. Couldn't see his eyes. I think he gave me a handshake when he saw me. He was already talking to some girl. I stood next to them and was kind of drinking. and looking around the room because I was not trying to be claimed by this man. Like, I don't know you from nowhere. You're just like on my body, like fresh from the dough. I was just like bubbling, drinking, looking around the room, vibes into the music because it was now getting extremely packed. So he's like, oh, do you want another drink? It's like, yeah, I don't mind another drink. Go to the bar together because what I will not do is accept a drink from a man that I don't see drink being made and being given. Like, I'm not just accepting a drink. So I went to the bar with him and collected my drink. I ordered probably the same drink again, but this time he copied me and we had the same drink. He was like bubbling to the music, and at the same time he was like, yeah, whatever drink you want, it's on me for the night. It's on me for the night. It's like, okay, like money man, okay. He's all bubbling in white chicks when the man is doing that weird bubble with the dog and wanting to kiss the dog. He was all doing weird stuff like that and trying to like caress my arm, caress my leg. I was just like, like, pushing him because I was like, nah, like, you got the wrong idea. Anyway, hey, for the drink now. This man is acting like he ain't got the money or he ain't got a wallet. I'm just like, okay, you're not gonna embarrass me. So he was just like, oh, can you take this round? I'll get the others. I was like, okay, like, no problem. Wasn't trying to do that because I don't even know you. But I was just like, okay. So I go and press my thing now. It's like, oh, and presses his. And he's like, I was just testing you to see like what kind of girl you are. I was like, bro, came this close to paying for your drink all out of a test. Like, you're rude. You're rude and disrespectful because if you made me pay for your drink, I'll be pissed off. For you to be like, oh, I just wanted to see what kind of girl you are. You're big age. Like, don't be rude. I get my drink, but he was acting weird. I chose the one that was not near me because he was taking so long and he was doing so many things and it just felt like a weird vibe. So I took the last drink that was made because it was instantly like put down, so he wasn't near it. I don't know what to say, I don't know how to explain, but I just felt the need to take the last drink, not the one that was already there when he was asking me to pay. But he wasn't looking. And I go to drink my drink now and he's drinking his and he's really fast with his for some reason, like it's almost done. And mid drinking, I'm just like, oh, I need to go to the toilet. So he's like, oh, I'll come with you. You said what? For what? Like, it's like, just wait for you in it, make sure you're okay. I was like, okay. But he was right outside the girl's toilet and I made him hold my drink. I've come out and he's talking to some girl and the girl was like, oh, is this what you're doing? Is this what you're doing? I was just like, so not only are you bothering me, you got girls that think that you are theirs and you're putting me in a mix up that I don't even want to be in. Like, I don't even want you, making it seem like this is what you're doing. Like, she's on some, this is what you're doing. This is what you're doing. Just leave me out. Leave me out. I don't even know him. I don't even know his name. I don't know his name. So leave me out. I've come out now. Mid conversation. I kid you not. Just take my drink from his hand and walk off. Completely leave them. Then this guy comes and follows me and he's like, oh, that's my sister's friend. That's my sister's friend. Like, she's moving mad. I was like, okay. Like, you don't need to lie to me because I don't even know you. I don't want you. There's no reason to lie to me. I wasn't born yesterday. So I'm walking out now. I start like vibing next to the DJ booth because I'm trying to be somewhere seen. Like, I don't want to be with your friend at your little table corner. I don't want to be there. Like, I don't even want you near me. So I'm trying to be in the crowd so that we like get separated on purpose. Yeah, I'm bubbling and he's like, oh, it would be nice to get to know you afterwards. So do you want to come and have food with me? I'm like, huh? I was like, after when? He's like, oh, now if you want. I was like, no, like the bashment was just bashmenting. I already went through the Afro beats, which is not a problem for me. I love an Afro beat, but you know, I'm there for my culture. Maybe like 30 more minutes later, he's like, oh, like I'm really hungry. I think we should just go and get the food now. I was like, where do you want to eat? Because one thing about me, if you're going to try and take me somewhere, I need to know where I'm going. I Google that and know where I'm going. I'm not just going to go. Oh, yeah, there's this restaurant called VQ. I've been to VQ. VQ is dead, like absolutely dead. I've been there, so I know how to get home from there. So I agreed to go and have this food. He's like, oh, do you want to see the rooftop view? Because there's a really nice rooftop view. So I was like, okay. So we went out on the rooftop. I've all taken like videos. I'll show you. I've taken videos of the view. It was really beautiful. It was nighttime and it was just like so nice and lovely. And then we go back inside, straight away gone to sit down. And obviously I like to dance, so I started dancing and I'm just like feeling lit, feeling good, happy that I made this choice to come out because I didn't feel anxious at all. I felt really liberated and good. Now I'm realizing this guy is on the sofa, like trying to hold on to not sleep. Okay. Then I'm like to him, I thought you wanted to go eat. You're looking tired. He's like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Are you ready? Are you ready? Like, all like this. Are you ready? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. So I go and collect my coat back from the cloakroom. He's called an Uber to go to the restaurant, right? And he's like, oh, let's not go downstairs until the Uber's coming. So I agree. And we walk mad slow and we get in the lift and we go down and we wait in the lobby of the hotel. Then he's like, oh yeah, the cab's here. So we get in the cab, okay? And like I said, I don't go anywhere unless I know where I'm going. I saw something that looked like the backward tunnel. So I was just like, where are we going? And he's just sleeping. Like he starts to sleep in the car. And I'm just like, oh my days, where are we going? The driver is not responding to me. He is not responding to me. He is fully sleeping. I'm gonna show you a clip. He's sleeping. So I put on my GPS to check what area I'm in. And it's looking like somewhere near Elephant and Castle. What is going on? Before I know it, skirt skirt, the car pulls up and we are outside houses, not a restaurant. I'm irritated. This man is drunk, like finished, KO'd, something's wrong. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be superhero here. I'm gonna take you in your yard and I'm gonna cut. So that's exactly what I do. I slapped him. I gave him one slap and I told him, get up. He's like, I'm like, we're here, get up. Get out of the cab together. We start walking. I'm like, which one's your house? He points. I take him to the door. He puts his key in a house that has a front door and another door because it's like a shared place. He puts his key in the next door. Guys, when I say that everything everything he told me that day just didn't make any sense. Like him being a doctor, I'm a normal person, but he presented himself like that to me. I go into a house that just smells like lots of different foods were just in one room sitting there on a plate. I almost dropped on some shoes straight through the threshold and I was just like, this is a mess. So I go in. Actually, as soon as you come in, on the left is his bedroom. And I just look and keep pushing because I'm not going to your bedroom. What do you feel this is? Then straight ahead is like an open plan kitchen and living room together, right? And I go and sit on the sofa because I'm not sure why he brought me here and I don't know why he lied to me and told me we were going to eat. But instead, you took me to your house. Like, ridiculous. So I'm like, I don't know why he's taking me here. And whatever you plan for me, I rebuke in the name of Jesus. I rebuke in the name of Jesus. Get the remote and I'm like, what's there to watch on Netflix? And he's like, okay, I'm coming back. Like sounding mad drowsy. He's like, I'm coming back. I'm like, yeah. I wait 10 minutes because I start hearing sitting on the sofa doing for Netflix and I'm hearing like one dragon and I'm like, there is no way you have kidnapped me against my will, yeah, because you told me I'm going to eat with you. Instead you've taken me to your house and on top of that you're snoring like a dragon from Game of Thrones. Like, what is this? Yeah, what is this? I said, okay, you want to do that. I got up and I peeped on him. Roll the clip. Roll the clip. This guy was snoring off crazy. The craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. Like, crazy. So I'm like, okay, I'm very pissed off. Like, when Jay is very pissed off, she does crazy things, okay? So I said, okay, you brought me here against my will. Never wanted to come to your house. I was never meant to be at your house, okay? I'm here against my will. So it's only right I get my content since you think I'm, this influencer. Let me get my content. Comment down below if you know what Jay did. I'll wait. Jay went and took out her phone, put on the flash, and went to film the kitchen. I started at the sink. I went into his cupboards. I went into his fridge. I went into his freezer. I went into his toilet. Okay? I filmed every single thing because I was like, you are not going to take me somewhere against my will and make me hear you snore like a dragon. And on top of that, I'm having to get cab from somewhere I don't even know. Like, you're very rude and disrespectful, and everything you said to me that day was a lie. So I was very angry, and I did my petty activity. It's the first time I've ever had to do something so horrible, but I was just like, how can you do that to me? Like, you kidnapped me, you lied to me, you told me I'm going somewhere, and you took me the opposite place. Like, I didn't even have a clue that I was going to your house. Like, how dare you? How very, very dare you? He's sleeping. I'm like, okay, it's time to go. So I book my cab, and I get really anxious again because I'm like, how am I going to get out without him hearing that? So I tiptoe. I don't put my shoes on because I think I had heels that were kind of click clock, click clock, click clock. Like, I'm not getting click clocked. So I took them off and I sneak my beautiful self out. I even leave his whole door like on the latch because I'm scared. You know them doors that make that loud sound? It was one of them. So I was like, I'm scared that as soon as you hear that, you're gonna get up and like try and do stuff to me. I was like, yeah, let me get the heck out. The one that was on the outside, I closed. So nobody can really go in his house like that. Got into my cab, went home. That was the end. Didn't have his number. He doesn't have mine. I know exactly what he looks like. So yeah, you're not gonna fool me ever again. Ever again. And you're not a doctor. If you're a doctor, why are you living like that? Like, why are you living like that? You're just moving too fast. Like, leave it at the door and come as yourself. Like, fake people. That was my story, guys, of when I went to a party by myself and got kidnapped by a man. Like, ew. Thank you so much for listening to my story. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next video.
Slides in both ears, dice rolling on the Las Vegas strip tonight.